Doug Hopkins with Lawrence Zubia. Lawrence Zubia and Robin Wilson are here. They want to introduce another song off this same...
No, what I want to do is I want to ask Lawrence, whenever the Gin Blossoms recorded with Doug, he could never ever get me to double a vocal the way that you were that you were doing that. It's something he was always begging me to do. How did he talk you into it?
It was like, wow. That's two of me, man.
I know. I could never
was like,
take it.
God, that sounds like God, man. It was really good. And I was like, Robin never wanted to double the vocals. He felt it took something away from him. I'm like, no, I need the help, man.
See, he always wanted me to do that. And it's one of those old-time Beatles tricks that he was always trying to steal.
Exactly.
Man, that song is filled with, like you said, a lot of quintessential Doug.
Exactly.
The lead, the lyrics, everything about it, the melody is really everything that the guy's all about.
Yep.
Now, you were telling me that something he used to do during that song when you guys were playing live, he would do something every time, one of his patented stage moves or something.
And that's just John. He's to the left of me, and just slam into me, throw that guitar up, and just bang that baby, man. And it was great. He called it his Keith. He called it his Keith. Mick thing, you know what I mean? He's like, we got to do the Keith Mick thing on this one, man.
Yeah, I get the feeling you were about to say the F word there, man. I think it came up. It almost came up. When I remember most, the image I have in my head of Doug when we were performing together is when we would do that song, Little Bit of Soul.
Yes.
Remember that old-time song by the Music Machine? And Doug would come up and do the little bit of soul, yeah, little bit of soul, and he would just be thrashing so hard, and he would be like flopping, and he would throw his head like almost at me, and a couple of times he actually like smacked me in the face with his forehead when we were doing that song. And now we got Brian Griffith here, and I want Brian to come in and say what he remembers about Doug.
He looked like
live.
an S in the wind. You know what I mean?
An S in the wind. What's the song we're gonna play now, Lawrence? Yes. We're gonna play Cathedral City. Yeah, this is a song. He wrote this originally when he was in the Gin Blossoms, but it's the only song of his that we never really liked playing very much for some reason. It was the one song that the Gin Blossoms have a pretty rigorous process when a song gets introduced, and Jesse and I have always had. We have to go through this big screening thing, but hardly ever did we hear a Doug song that we didn't want to play almost right away, and this is the only one that didn't seem to work for us. But the Chimeras started doing this song, man. How did it work with you guys?
It worked good, but Doug insisted that we did it, you know, and so it grew and it grew, and
Doug used to do a lot of insisting.
Yeah. And it grew into something that one of our favorite songs is the Chimeras.
All right.
Well, here it is off of the same cassette by the Chimeras. It's Songs of Innocence. The tune is called Cathedral City. It's Local 98 Rock.
Comes up into the sky, sun indifferent.
Local 98 Rock. That's Cathedral City off the Chimeras tape.